Well, we didn't know the wolf was in Steve Kerr. Gets absolutely hot and then run in the fourth quarter. I mean, it takes a lot to get Steve to this level, Coach. Draymond.
No, be honest with you, he used to be like that when Marv and I were doing the games together.
Like during breaks?
We couldn't control him.
During breaks?
He just got a hand sometimes.
Look, there are times where because it's Draymond, you're going to get certain calls. This was a flagrant that he was not happy with. The refs apparently not necessarily his friend during the course of the entire game. Also not going to be happy with this.
And isn't Draymond close to the threshold on the technical foul situation?
I mean, he is, and threshold's like a nice way of putting it, but yes, yeah.
So that could have been part of the concern that
yes.
He's going to be suspended. Steve doesn't want to lose him for games, maybe, and felt that one shouldn't have been given to him.
I also think defensively, probably not happy giving up 130 points to Portland, and not just to the two guards, but to the others. And when you look at Golden State tonight, 32 from KD, 32 from Steph, nobody else in double figures. Part of what makes Golden State great when they are is their sharing of the basketball beyond just those two players.
Look, first of all, Portland's a tough place to play. Portland's a good basketball team. I think that over the last couple of seasons, they have really overachieved, and surprised a lot of people with the wins that they have and the positions that they're at come playoff time. And tonight, Golden State didn't get it from everyone like they needed. Two guys stepped up, but the rest of them were missing, and more guys stepped up for Portland than we normally see.
Yeah, we've seen some defensive breakdowns, too. In the paint with Nurkic during this game, Harkless had a good game. Aminu, a lot of those second chance, those grit buckets that normally you still need. Because here's the thing, Coach. Look, I don't think any of us see a team beating Golden State 4 out of 7 times. I don't think we're telling anything new to anybody watching. But they still need to work and do the little things even with the talent. Games like this are a reminder of that for the Warriors.
Well, remember, All-Star break is coming up, and that's the time that the coach gets away from the team gets away from the coach. Then you can come back with a team like this, and Steve can walk in and say, okay, this is the stretch run. And the stretch runs are getting shorter and shorter. I know you happen to notice that because of the game being pushed back. You come back from All-Star break, the regular season is going to be over in a flash. So this is the time for Coach to go in the locker room and say to them, okay, defending champs, let's go. Let's get our act together and make the push now.
All right, let me throw this at you. I'll put you in the spot. We can kind of talk about this for a minute or two. As we head into the break, we look at the West. Clearly coming off of last year, the Rockets were a year ago. That team who could and did, who knows if Paul didn't get injured with the hammy, scare the Warriors. What team in the West that you have seen over the first half heading into the break has the best chance to give them a hard time in a playoff series?
I'm going to pick Oklahoma City, and the reason being I think they've been really, really good defensively. So they take the challenge. They will try to figure out what they feel their best way is to try and slow up the Golden State Warriors somewhat. They have a guy who's on an incredible run right now in Paul George, and they have a superstar alongside of him in Russell Westbrook, who has acquiesced down the stretch to Paul George. So you've got two stars there that can take over a game for you against Golden State. I think they have a chance.
Also have defense, right?
Defense.
Think about Adams in the middle. Even think of the supporting cast from Grant to the way Schroeder plays. They've got a lot of guys who can be active and force turnovers. Never good to get Russ on a break.